You know,
So,
it's actually kind of. Oh, sorry.
yeah, but when they
Anyway.
do, we can help them if they have any questions or concerns like that. But right
Mm-hmm.
now, we are recording.
We're missing two of us team already. Oh boy.
Yep, I can control the other two until they come.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, everyone has finally made it through the gates of Bass. Now, from what history has told us, Bass is the city of protection. People who are behind these stone walls feel safe. And Dazo, you've had stories from your father about this place that even though it looks like a bleak city, it is full of life. That you could see farmers markets far as the eye can see, music's playing everywhere. But that is not the sight you see when you enter this place.
Yeah, that's never a good sign when you hear that.
All around the area, you see people, elves, tieflings, dwarves, everyone on the street, homeless, broken, scared. You see a few of them line up just to get blankets or a bowl of something to eat. It has literally become a refugee sanctuary.
This is terrible. How could it come to this? Doesn't anyone else care?
It used to be so lively and so full of life. I don't understand it.
What do you suppose?
My father, he used to always tell me stories about it.
Yep, and here is the map of the city. Yeah, it's small by comparison to the other cities you did, just because this city is so big.
Like, how big are we talking about here?
I would say, um, oh, what's a good city to compare this to?
New York?
I've actually been to New York.
Good, in that case, maybe Manhattan Island.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I would definitely say Manhattan Island, but like walled off like Minas Tirith from Lord of the Rings.
Mhm.
Wow. This place
Yeah.
is huge.
Yeah, you can see Dazo be in shock at what she's seeing, not wanting to believe it.
Evelios will try to speak up and say, well, if everyone here seems to think that this place was more lively before, maybe we should ask around. Surely something like this just doesn't happen.
Yeah, that would be a good thing to start.
Question is, where do we even start in this massive place?
When the guards comes
Is
up and says, "Well, you do have the gate sealed to go to the queen."
Oh, that works.
And we will start there.
Yeah, the guard points right to the top of the place, and And the cart starts moving. And all around Aerith's eyes keep changing multicolor as she sees the people. I can hear them. Most of them have been dragged from their homes, and they couldn't find work anywhere else. They had nowhere else to go.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. According to my father, he used to always tell me stories. It used to be such a lovely, lively place. It's so full of life and music. You could see the farmer markets from as far as I could see. But I don't know why it's like this.
What do you suppose could have caused it?
I just fear the worst.
Alright, so you
What?
all... Sorry, go ahead.
I just fear the worst, that something terrible has happened.
Alright, so all of you pulled up to this gate where a couple of the guards come forward and says, "State your business."
We are here to have an audience with the Queen, and we'll show them the pass that we have.
The guards look at the pass, verify it, and it's going, "Alright, leave the cart outside and go through this door one at a time."
Okay. And I guess Avilius will leave the card as instructed, and he will walk through first.
Alright. As
And
you
then
step...
Bezo will walk through next.
Alright, Aphelios
No,
and...
we'll fall behind.
Alright, Aphelios, as you all step forward one at a time, you step into this spell circle. Anyone who has a proficiency in Arcana can roll that.
Alright. Hold on.
I don't.
Yeah, I do. Hold on. I gotta
I
open it.
don't believe I do.
Oh, not bad.
Yeah, 16 not bad.
Alright, this is a spell that's a mix of Truth Seeing and Zone of Truth. It's basically you guys are going through security check.
So basically like security check at the airport.
Yeah, basically.
Only with magic. How interesting.
Yeah, but there's a number of confused looks of the guards as they see something in you that you guys that is not normal.
Is something wrong, sir?
Well, it
I have a
says,
feeling I know what it is. Y'all know what it is.
yes, it says here you have a mix of necromancy and transmutation magic within you. And
Our apologies. It wasn't our choice of receiving that. If you want to have a good look at it, I'd be happy to oblige.
Same here.
okay,
And
so-
Soundwave's on her way.
Yep, so you guys are going to let them see your mark?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we can't really progress otherwise, so yes.
Yep, and you definitely get a lot of shocked faces of what they're seeing. And they look at each other unsure what to do because they have to keep the safety of the queen in mind.
We plan.
Dezo will speak up. We will not harm the queen. We want to speak with her.
Okay, the guards look down and realize that you're still in the zone of truth, so you are telling the truth. So they will let you through, and they said that you need to go see High Knight. Hello.
Hey, Soundwave.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Okay.
We're fine.
Yeah.
So how much or what did I miss?
We
we're going
got you,
to-
boss.
Yay!
And we have to go through security check.
And it's not as lively as what Dezo's father had said, had told her stories about.
Yes, a place that used to be full of life and having fun with music has now turned into a refugee camp.
So this is Ba Sing Se.
Yeah, basically.
I'm sorry, that was the first thing that came to my mind.
Really, Soundwave?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I know
Um,
that reference. It's from Avatar.
To quote the musical Six and Broadway Sister, I need to just get one out of the way. Sorry, not sorry about what I said. I'm just trying to have some fun.
Oh, that's my favorite song.
And it just became mine as well.
But
Well,
anyway,
mine.
Okay, so anyway,
I'm officially in roll 20. Where are we?
right now you are right here.
yeah, right here.
Yeah, the green spot's
Oh,
the
where the
part.
green dot.
Yeah, where the green
Yes.
dot is the part because the city is so big. It's like Island of Manhattan big.
It's like New York big.
That's
That's
Yeah.
It's okay.
yeah. So you guys have gone through security check. You've been zone of truth. You've been true seeing, and the guards have instructed you to go up and meet with High Knight Ingrid before you can
Take
go.
back what I said about Ba Sing Se. This isn't Ba Sing Se. This is Direct in season 4.
Oh, really? If I may ask, what is a High Knight exactly?
The High Knight is in charge of all the knights.
Oh.
Yep. Yep. So you guys go up the slope to reach the top, and you see a few noblemen and ladies up here. But they're just soldering on, doing their business. A few of them look down at the people down below with a sorrowful look.
Dezo go over to this knight and ask him, Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am. May I help you?
Would you happen to know what happened here?
I'm afraid not all good things, ever since the High King Salius's order. A lot of people
What
had...
did What did he order?
Well, for a lot of the folks here, he basically told them not to live anymore. There was a new order that tieflings and dragonborns will get less pay and higher cost of housing. And as for everyone else, well, they've been ran out of their homes. We even had some of the people who came from the tragedy of Calum. They had nowhere else to go.
You can see anger in her eyes, and her fists are clenching at her sides at that.
I wouldn't blame you. Nephrite's practically doing the same thing.
It's like,
Oh
And,
no.
and Quinn doesn't get it.
yeah, Quinn's is coolest. He's adorable cinnamon bun. He's a
I am-
cinnamon roll.
I am so sorry for what I've done.
But it works.
Ow. Ow.
Then she'll say, "Can you point us in the direction of the queen?"
He points up to near the top where you see a couple of guards around.
Okay. Okay. And then Daisy will like nod her head and thanks. Then she will go up here, start making her way up.
Do the same. Aerith blinks at the guard and going, "Wait, you said refugees from Calum were also here too?" "Yes, we have quite a few of them who made the long journey to get here."
Did you see one that was a female elf?
I'm sorry, we've had a number of them come.
Okay. You know where most of them would be?
Yes. We can send someone to go down and look. Is there someone particular you're looking for?
Yes, her name is Lorelei Clemson.
I'll see
Tell
what...
her, just let her know that her darling is, if you can find her, tell her her darling is here.
We will take a look, sir. What's your name?
Null Rumac.
Alright. We'll see what we can do.
Thank you.
And the guard goes down to meet the guards at the border, and I was going, "You think it's possible she'd be here?"
I'm not sure, but if anyone from Kellum is here, there might be a chance, but there also could be a chance she would be in the other lab to the east of here, but I can never be too sure. I have to know either way.
Aerith nods and goes with the groups. And as everyone's walking up, you see this woman here ordering the guards, going, "When was the last time you cleaned your uniform, Sir Gerald?" I... Please make an appointment to go to the blacksmith later today, please. Yes, sir. I mean, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Where is this? Is it right here?
Yeah, up here.
Ah, sorry.
Wait, where? Here?
Up here.
Oh. I see the ping.
Yep, this lady here. And as she walks down, she notices everyone and going, "What an interesting group we have here. I can assume that you're here for house lodgings and all that?"
No, we're here to see the Queen.
"You're here to see Her Majesty.
Yes.
And pray tell why?"
We had been traveling from the town of Muirwood after escaping from a lab nearby. We are among the people who fell victim to the attack on Kellum 4 months ago.
I see. And do you have an appointment with Her Majesty?
We show the invitation or the seal or whatever it was.
Yeah, the
It
gate.
was a steal.
Yeah, the gate pass.
To the Castillo. Yep.
Ingrid looks at the papers and going, "So you're all Representative Mayorwood, huh? Why
That is right.
Well, why hasn't the mayor himself come?"
Because because Muirwood has been cleared out for the safety of its citizens. The inhabitants of that lab we escaped from might have been. We were afraid they would come to clear out the town, so it was arranged to have all of Muirwood evacuated.
I see. This is definitely an issue that should be brought to the Queen. Follow me, please.
And Dezo follows her.
Yep. So everyone follows her through the gate.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Come on, Alish.
I'm coming.
It's like, come on, boy. Come on.
Oh my gosh, I unleashed my inner Rose. No!
Yes!
And it also doesn't help that I have 2 birds, so yeah, I look more like a druid than an artificer. No!
Well, you know what they say, birds of a feather flock together.
That's your one!
Yep, that's your one.
It works. It works.
Yep. So, Ingrid takes you all inside the mountain, which has the interior of the castle. And it's a stark contrast to the town. Like, everything in here is just as shiny as it can be, but there's a sense of coldness in this place.
Ah,
You
Maria Antoinette, what?
Yeah, you can tell Dezo's like trying to put 2 and 2 together, but something's not adding up in her mind.
Yep, all around you see people working hard trying to keep this place as clean as possible. But every single one of them has a sorrowful look. Yeah, Ingrid gestures to the room right in here, and she's going, "Please wait here. I need to announce you to the Queen first."
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, miss.
I'm just gonna sit in the chair.
Quinn just curls up on the chair like a cat.
Here, Miss Nuffrife, you can have this seat.
I'm resisting
Yeah,
the urge
Avelia.
to fangirl squeal.
If I could.
Why?
Why? For Avelios being a gentleman or for Quinn being a cat?
For Quinn being a cute cinnamon roll.
He is our Hana. Did you not realize this? You were the one who did.
Yes.
I kind of knew what I was doing, and I wanted to see what would happen, but I didn't think I would get reactions like this.
Quinn is just so precious.
You could see a cat. Oh, you know that cat? You know the cat, and you know like the little cat nose and the cat smile.
Yeah.
Like the two U's. You could see that. You could see somewhat similarities on this face like that.
I can't even with you right now.
Yes.
Rebel
It's in
in
Wonderland.
Okay,
Well-
okay.
Rebel in the cuteness.
Yeah. Yeah. Rebel in the cuteness. Yes.
And I am pulling up all the character sheets for Nephrite and her little flock. For whenever I need to roll perception for any of them.
Get everything all set up, huh?
Yes, I'm getting everything set up because I have a feeling there's either going to be a trap, there's going to be a side quest, there's going to be something where our skin is going to crawl and all of us are just going to start swearing. So be prepared for a lot of censorship.
If it's anything like we always saw a bunch of blood and skeletons, I swear.
Yeah. Well, you guys wait for a bit until you see Ingrid walk out again. Only this time she also has an elven man by her side, and he has a bit of an angry face. And when he walks in and looks at you all, he says, "You've interrupted the meeting for this. It is their request. Besides, she seems okay with it. Yes, but we're also dealing with a diplomatic issue here." "Well, I'm sorry, but you heard Her Majesty. The people come first." I'm so sorry. Sorry about that, folks. Allow me to introduce the Queen's Royal Advisor. Come on, where are you?
Trying my best to avoid a Disney reference because you said royal advisor, he's a sourpuss, he's grumbled and disgruntled about politics. Are you
Grumpy.
sure?
Grumpy.
This is grumpy with a hint of Jafar. Are
Yep,
you
pretty much.
sure?
Oh yes.
Yep, I saw that coming.
Shout out to Disney.
Yes.
Disney.
Either way,
Congratulations, Disney.
either,
So
either
what?
way,
What is Lord Sourpuss's name?
Oh
I
boy.
call.
Wait, what's his name?
Hang on, I'm writing it. I'm typing it out for you.
Oh, I see it. I get the reference.
I don't.
I Cole.
It's an
Think about
anagram
it-
for Loki.
I was about to say, think about it for 2 seconds.
Oh.
Disney! This is Disney! This entire freaking NPC is Disney! You have the name of Loki, who is played by Tom Hiddleston. Your freaking personality is from Grumpy, and you have the same position as Jafar. Disney!
Yeah, I call spelled Loki backwards.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that's how you spell
Okay,
Loki
to
backwards.
be fair,
Yeah.
I grabbed the reference from something else. I did not know that there was Loki backwards. I'm sorry.
Yes, I know that.
Well,
I've seen the advertisements for that movie.
well, I guess you could say the name played a Loki on you instead.
Anyway,
That is
back
your
to the.
one.
Alright,
Anyway.
anyway, back to the serious stuff.
Back
Yeah,
to the session
back
where
to
we
the
have to deal
serious
with Lord
matter.
Sour. Yeah, back to the Lord Sourpuss and his grumpiness.
He looks at all of you, and there is a disdain in his eyes going, this is what's getting all the fuss about. A number of strange people, and he looks at Gwen, whatever that is, to disrupt a very important meeting.
My kind sir, you might want to rephrase exactly what you said in the next 5 seconds.
He is a person.
Huh?
Also, in regards to your disgruntled tone about why we kindly and unconsequently disrupted your kind and generous proposal for whatever nonsense you're trying to spew, we actually do have a serious matter that needs to be discussed with Her Majesty, whether you like it or not, because it actually does affect you as well. Now, if you have a somewhat of a disgruntled displeasure towards it, please be my guest. You can take it up with me. But at this point in time, I highly suggest you shut your mouth. Let us speak to the queen, or you can talk to your head knight and let her skewer your head.
This is why I hate dealing with people. Follow me.
Wait, is he gone?
He is gone. Yes, he turned the corner.
He.
He asked
Oh,
us to
I know what
follow
I'm
him.
gonna do.
You're gonna
Before
flip
it
in the
goes,
you're gonna flip in the bird, aren't you? Because that friend's
No.
already doing that.
nope, he's sticking his tongue out.
That's a good PG way to do it.
Yeah. Wow, sounds Mr. Grumpy Puss.
Yeah, you did the PG version selector. I did the PG-13.
Gwen doesn't know that.
Exactly. Quinn doesn't need to know.
You better hope he doesn't see it, otherwise you're gonna be having a heckle of a time with Daisy.
Yeah, because Daisy will be on that fright so much.
I
Give
mean,
her a
y'all already-
lecture.
Y'all already heard her threaten this guy's life through her tone when he called Quinn a whatever. And on top of that, she basically just roasted him.
Hey,
Mhm.
be glad he didn't figure out Gwen was a drow.
And there goes the surprise for everybody for the future. Eradicate this! We are keeping it a surprise!
They already know. They already know.
Alright.
Yeah. Yeah, anyway.
Yes. As you all enter what seems to be the throne room, you see 3 people sitting on the throne. On the left here, it looks like an old dwarf with a golden crown, a long white beard, and purple and velvet and gold velvet robes. On this side, you see a drow, a beautiful, tall drow with a black crown that's spread out like a spider webs, and a very form-fitting black dress. And over here, you see a woman with red hair, a blue dress, and a crown with a white veil on it. They all look at each of you with curious eyes. So these are the representatives of Mirwood? Indeed, Your Majesty.
Velius will take a knee.
Nephrite will curtsy if I can move her back up to the group, because I was making a theory.
And Quinn doesn't even know.
Null will bow his head in respect.
Hey!
Dazo doesn't do anything.
Yep. And Eris kind of curtsying, but kind of looking also at the side on it. The queen stands up and says, "First of all, let me welcome you to our kingdom. And you said that the royal advisor said that you have an urgent message for us?"
Yes.
No.
And then Dazo look over to Noel. It's like, you got the message.
Yes, we are among the many people who were in Pelham when that disaster happened 4 months ago, but then we ended up in a lab to the west of Mirwood. We escaped and made our way there, and we were followed there. We fought off the attackers, and we traveled here with a message from the mayor of what had happened. And if you must know, if the people that were pursuing us were under the service of a woman named Altair.
You heard a gasp from the queen. Altair? No. No, that can't be. You know them, Your Majesty? Yes, I do. Though not in a good way. She is known for highly unauthorized and, quite frankly, immoral science experiments that end
Yes,
up
Yeah, we saw it for ourselves.
and she called us her test subjects.
That is awful. How could she? We removed all her influence. We tore apart her lab. She shouldn't have the capability of pursuing any more of that kind of work.
Well, apparently someone else is providing something for her.
She has a new lab.
I've had my suspicions that it might have belonged to another group of people who had conducted experiments about 13 years ago when...
Wait. Other people doing experiments?
Yes, Null steps forward.
Can Quinn do the
I was
same?
not... Altair was not the only person who experimented on me. Null pulls back his sleeves to show the scales.
My word.
Can Quinn step up and show Dang it.
I get what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
And,
Is it okay or
Yep.
no?
yeah, it's okay, Gwen. Yep, it's okay.
Why do I suck at speaking?
It's alright.
It's okay.
He also shows his tail, horns, the black spots the black spots on his hands, and the yellow patches on his what was it? Right or left?
I think it
Uh,
was left.
Left.
Left arm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure left.
Yep, as soon as you step up, Gwen, you see the drow woman here squint her eyes and then open them in fear and is going, "Oh, sweet child!" And she comes up to you and cups her hands on your cheeks and gets a good look at you.
He's terrified.
Not as terrified as she is looking at you, going,
Oh
"Someone-
crap, I forgot to mention the eye as well. Oops.
Mhm.
Someone did this to one of our own? How could anyone do something like this?"
He's just confused.
Yeah, the queen goes up and she puts a hand on the drow's shoulder. It's going, "I had no idea this happened either, Your Majesty. But one thing's for sure. We will find the ones responsible for this. You swear?" "I gave you my word as queen." The drow looks again at Gwen, kind of trying to keep a stoic face as she stands up and returns to her seat. The thoughts of experiments happening right in front of our noses. How could we endanger the people like this? I thank you all for bringing this information to me.
Why is there people out in the streets?
It is the best we could do. Because of so many refugees, we're not having enough space anymore. You see the dwarf going, "We were actually discussing this before you guys came. We're starting to become overpopulated, and the queen asked us if we could let refugees into Valcall, into the mountains. And we were arguing about that fact."
Why? What's in the mountains?
Yeah, would Deso know anything about that?
You would kind of know since, your home is pretty much in the mountains, but you don't know about the refugees come. In fact, you would kind of think none would survive down there.
Yeah, then Deso look at the queen, look at the dwarf. She'll say, "They will not survive in that sort of terrain."
That's exactly what I told the queen here, so she tried to make an argument to let the people in Koboth. Yes, and I keep telling her, no, that place is for drow and drow alone. Much like the Kaldar. They won't survive down there. And unfortunately, thanks to the High King, there's nowhere else for the refugees to go. The queen
So,
sits back
what
on her
is her-
throne and with her hand on her forehead. I have to try to talk to the High King to let go of all this. But telling the High King is king not to do this is like telling a bear not to go after honey at this point.
Hey,
What
Boo.
if you let us talk to him?
You would seriously try to talk with the High King?
Yes, we will get him to see reason.
The queen tries to smile as she comes down and cups her hand on your cheek, Deso. I admire your conviction, but he will not let your kind get in 5 feet of him.
I don't care. I will
Actually, my-
do what I can.
Your Majesty, I might have an idea for how she can get in contact with the king. If she's okay with it.
Deso looked to Nephrite. It's like, what are you planning?
You said Your Majesty, you said the king wouldn't let those beast or fiend wouldn't be within, you said, if my memory serves me correctly, 5 feet of him?
The queen nods.
What if, and this is just a hypothetical situation, she wasn't?
The queen looks at you with a confused look.
Are you saying that I would change into one of my forms?
It's a common spell that any spellcaster could use, even a druid such as Lovely Dezo, or even a spellcaster like myself. Disguise self. If the king isn't really that observant, and based off of the situation as it seems, he really isn't, then she would have no problems going past the guards or just going to just go see him.
He is beyond the point of observant right now. He's paranoid. Ever since the death of his wife, he's been unhinged, making all these honestly ridiculous laws.
What kind of laws?
Well, I believe we're already aware of one of them.
Besides not trusting us, Dragonborns of my kind.
It's more than that now. He's shutting down local businesses to aid in some sort of war front against us because we think differently than him.
Nephi just kind of blinks for a second. I'm sorry, Your Majesty. Would you mind running that by me again?
He's shutting down local businesses, taking people to work at workhouses to aid him in bringing down Bus.
Why?
Because we think differently than him. Because we're letting, as you put it, beasts and fiends in our doorstep.
Oh, you can see it. Rage flash in her eyes.
Is
Your
it?
Majesty, Your Majesty, would you excuse me for just one moment? Just one moment. And Nephi's gonna just walk out of the room for a quick second, and I am not going to actually scream into the mic, but y'all can actually hear a very high-pitched scream of rage.
You actually get Nephrite to come back and drag you back into the room.
Wait, you're telling me that I get to drag myself back into the room? Okay.
Yep. She actually drags you back into the room.
So this person drags her back into the room?
Yeah, as soon as she screams,
Okay.
she drags her back into the room.
It's like, what was that about?
And Null's a little angered by this as well, but he's trying his best to retain his composure.
Why do you think Nefer walked out?
Because she's what's the nicest word of putting this?
Peeved.
Annoyed?
Yes.
Peeved.
Yes.
Annoyed, peeved. It works.
Yeah.
The cute cinnamon roll.
I have a feeling that's gonna be my nickname for this session from now on.
It could be your shtick.
Yes. Anyway, the queen goes back to, I appreciate your sentiments to the High King's law. I'm still curious about this lab that you said that Altier is starting up again. What kind of, if you don't mind me asking, what did she do?
Well, we did see a bit. Let's see. We saw skeletons. We saw a bit of blood. Oh, and we also saw a person turn into crystals. And apparently my friends and saw crystallized monsters in the forest.
Hey, Quinn.
Just a
Nefer's
little
gonna
bit.
cover Quinn's mouth.
Yeah, Jesus gonna like
Mm,
Chris, like and give him a glare.
I'm
And
sorry.
we
I'm sorry. Crystallized monsters?
Don't tell me you saw them too.
Yeah, Deja looks to Nephrite. It's like, yeah, I did. That's why I sent the wolf to go get you. That's why
No,
I
not
warned
you.
you.
Not you, Dezo. I meant whoever was talking out of character. Not you, Sophia. I was actually whoever responded with the question of crystallized monsters. That's the reaction that Nefer was having. Don't tell me you
Yeah.
saw them too.
No.
Yeah, the dwarf asked that. Like, can you clarify what you saw?
If you're comfortable seeing a bit of an experiment in person.
Yeah, you can see Deja's whole body go tense.
If Dezo is comfortable with it, and if the Dwarven King is okay with it, Nephri will actually step up amongst the group because hers is more visible than everybody else's, and she'll show him her left hand.
So everyone can't show theirs at once?
They can if they want to, but Nephrite's hand will be sufficed for this.
Yeah, and then Deja doesn't want to even look because she's seen what the crystal beast.
Sorry, just asking.
It's okay.
Yeah.
The queen even asks if she could see the mark.
Nephri will walk up to the queen and give her her hand.
The queen's face is stunned as she takes your hand to look at it. Does it hurt?
Actually, that should have been the very first question from a long time ago. All of us should have asked. Does it really hurt whenever we use our magical capabilities or anything?
So far it's like a light burn, like someone put like a hot water bottle on the mark, but it's not painful.
So just a bit warm.
Yeah. It's warm, yes.
So
It doesn't hurt, it's just warm.
I see. Again, thank you all for bringing this to our attention. We have much to discuss in private, but for now, can I request all of you to go see our magic advisor?
Yes, ma'am.
Where would he be?
He would be upstairs. Ingrid, if you could lead them? Of course, Your Majesty. And here, she hands Daisel a piece of paper. This paper grants you housing here in the upper area, just in case any of us find anything, and we can get to you quickly.
Daisy will take the paper. It's like, thank you.
Yes, and if you would need to go anywhere in town, I ask that you allow a couple of guards to escort you, please.
We will do that.
Out of character real quick. We were also here to find something else. Do you mind if Quinn asks it as well? Ask that? It was about some thief.
A thief, you say?
No, that was out of character.
Yeah.
You guys can ask. You can pretty much ask
Well-
anything.
What was the thief's name?
I think Elige would know that since he's done the most investigation on it.
Mm-hmm. Is Dragon in?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in. He's just muted.
Oh, wait, there's that wanted poster. I could just look there. Shoot, where is it?
I think it's in important documents.
Ah, Waza.
Razor.
Razor.
So actually, Elige would actually indicate that you don't say his name out loud at the moment. He would take out the poster and show it to their majesties. And say, this individual seems to have a reputation where speaking their name is ill-advised. I am personally interested in seeing if this problem can be solved in some way and gathering as much information as I can.
I quite agree. I will let the guards know about this, and they'll bring.
I have passed on some information to the gate guards, but they can any of the guards that are here or the captain can come and ask me any questions, and I'll answer them as best I can.
Very well.
Out of character, sorry if that was rude. It's just we might have forgotten it a bit. Sorry.
You're fine.
You're right. Alright. So the queen goes back on her throne, and the world advisor kindly grudgingly asks all of you to leave and follow Ingrid.
Quinn still sticks out his tongue at him.
He glares at you for that.
He doesn't
Nephra is
care.
gonna return a glare. Nephra is returning a death glare, as in, try anything and I will firebolt you.
Hey, he deserves it. Out of character, he does deserve it.
Yeah, that's towards the guy, not towards you.
Well, he also waves goodbye to the three. Hope to see you later.
But aside from the death glare before walking out of the room, Nephrite will give a courtesy to the three rulers and walk out of the room.
I will do a salute and then leave.
And Nal will, as he leaves, Nal will bow to them as well.
And Quinn just waves goodbye.
And Daisy just walks out.
Wow! No, wow! No kindness to royalty!
Hey, she wasn't raised around royalty, so she doesn't care.
Ouch.
I mean, neither was Nephrite, but she still knows how to treat royalty.
Daisel doesn't.
I'll give you nobility lessons.
Yeah,
Ooh, do,
clearly that's needed for us.
ooh, do you mind if I can join in on the lessons? I always like to learn.
It's like
Oh my goodness,
you can
this is
see
adorable.
Daisel like clenching and unclenching her hand.
Is something wrong?
And she's like trying like, and then she'll take like a couple of deep breaths. It's like, no, Quinn, nothing's wrong.
Quinn just gives.
Eric kind of looks at her. You sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
All
In the
right.
meantime, Aaron, there's something I wanted to bring up, Aerith. I want to apologize for something. When you were knocked out and I came in to check on you, I didn't realize that the apparition that was there was Mr. herself, and a broken message. I thought it was a threat or something, and what I said to in response to it. Now thinking about it now, I might have been disrespecting her, and it would be best if I told you now instead of the next time you try to commune with her, she would have told you. I'm sorry.
Thank you. I'm sure Mr. I'm sure Mr. knows you mean her well.
And we, because of that, we also missed out on our chance to do any sort of library research, and hopefully we can try to do that maybe when we have some time to do so. Maybe you can find answers that way.
I'm sure there's a library here in Boston we can check out after this.
Yeah, if it's not too much trouble for you helping me with it.
Of course. I love helping people. That's one of the things I like best.
Yeah, and sometimes maybe we're just thinking about things too much and trying to find the answer the easiest way. Maybe you should. Sometimes you just need to figure things out. Just stops for a second and thinks about that. Of course, that's what she meant. All these years, I've had it all this time. Why didn't I think of it sooner?
Sounds
You just, yeah. I think I know something that might help you figure it out. To find answers a little easier. Aerith, you know what the secret of life is?
Oh my god!
Is it joy, love, and happiness?
No, just holds up his
42.
He just holds up his index finger. It's this. One thing. Just one thing. You stick to that one thing, and everything will fall into place.
I never thought of it that way. Just focus on one thing.
Yep. Remember. But I know what you're going to try to do. You're going to read my mind and try to figure out what it is. The thing is, that's what you got to figure out.
I will.
And Nal just walks ahead.